How's it going, everybody? Doing our weekly video to go over the weekly breakdown for our workouts this week of June 14th. So, diving in here on Monday. So, 4 sets of 5 back squat with the strength. So, we're working on our 5 rep max cycle. So, fives across at 70, 75, 80, 85% of your 5 rep max back squat. So, that's not based off your 1 rep max, it's whatever you hit last week. Pretty straightforward on that. On the lower accessory Metcon, so similar to last week, we've got some biking and then other lower body movements. So we've got 3 sets, 1 minute assault bike at a strong pace. So what we mean by a strong pace is not a sprint, not an all-out sell your soul sprint, but it's certainly not easy. So something that is hard, gets your heart rate up, you feel the burn in your legs, but it's consistent across the 1 minute. Gonna hop right off the bike and you're gonna go into 20 unbroken wall balls. Normal weight, 20 and 14 to 10 or 9 feet. And then as soon as you're done with the wall balls, you're hopping off, you're doing a 30-second unbroken wall sit. So unweighted should be plenty. Should be feeling plenty of a quad burn after the bike and the wall balls on the wall set. And you're resting 2 to 3 minutes between sets. So we're working on getting that like 8 out of 10 recovery before we hop back on the bike. So you shouldn't ever feel so blown up that you can't get a good pace going on the bike getting into the wall balls. If you're feeling like your heart rate hasn't come back down, your legs haven't pumped out yet, and you're gonna have to be pushing like 20 RPMs on the bike, get a little bit more rest, try and get to that 8 out of 10 recovery so we can keep a good push on the bike and make those wall balls hurt a little bit. Moving on to Tuesday, continuing with our no foot movement Olympic weightlifting. So it's going to be 6 sets of 2, building up to a heavy double on the power snatch. So week 1 of that was 5 sets of 3, building up to a heavy triple. So just pretty straightforward weightlifting progression here. So building up to a heavy double instead of a heavy triple, going maybe on the every 90 seconds. And then the Metcon on Tuesday, calling it simple, not easy. 5 sets, 20 alternating dumbbell snatch, 50 double unders, 1 minute rest between sets. So deceptive amount of volume in this workout. So it's 100 total dumbbell snatches, 250 total double unders. Not worried about the double unders. You've done more than that already. But on the dumbbell snatches, this should be something that is doable for you to cycle through quickly. We're switching overhead, touching on the ground, keeping a good hinging efficiency, good triple extension to get the weight overhead and kind of reinforce the triple extension that we worked with on the power snatch previous to that in the strength piece. After that, on Wednesday, our gross EMOM, so we're going both movements in the same minute, 10-minute EMOM, 4 burpee box jump overs, 30 inches for everyone as the RX, scale that height as necessary. 4 burpee box jump overs plus 8 toes to bar in the same minute. So this is all about efficiency. It's all about keeping good strong pace on the burpees and then a quick transition right to the toes to bar. So again, got to be one of those ones where we're not getting a ton of rest every time. Maybe if you're really pushing the cycle speed on the burpees, you'd be working for maybe 30 seconds at a time as opposed to our 40 or 45 seconds on the wall ball kettlebell swings in week 1. So you might be able to get a little bit more rest on this one, but those burpee box jump overs might spike your heart rate up a little bit more. So should still be a good challenge for you to complete all 10 minutes of that 4 and 8. After that, continuing on with the push, pull, hold cycle that we've been doing last week. So tempo strict press again, and then the tempo bent over rows. This time we're doing 8s, still doing the hold overhead, still doing the hold of the chest, but less reps. So we should be pushing more weights and pulling more weights than we did last week. After that, on Thursday, toes to bar development, continuing on kind of how we have been doing. So option A, if we're working on that toe to bar rhythmic swing, we're going to be introducing the pullback swing. So pullback, or actually not introducing it, we introduced it last week, but we're continuing to work on those pullback swings, doing them in clusters. So the idea again with that pullback swing is that we're coming up, touching the bar, and then immediately pulling back to that arch position. So touch and pull back, drop down, touch and pull back, kind of doing cluster sets of that to eliminate that pendulum swing as much as we can. And then kind of following up with the kipping straight leg raises or toes to bar if you're working on getting toes to bar and those are going pretty well. Getting the toes up as high as the bar as we can, and then maintaining that good hollow arch swing. and finishing that up with some L-sit holds to kind of get some core work in there. If we're working on the density work, if you already have a good amount of toes to bar and you've been doing the 50 or 60 reps the last couple weeks, just continuing on with that. If you were successful with your target reps last week, then we're adding 10 reps. If you weren't successful with what you shot for last week, getting it in 5 sets or less, then we're staying at the same target reps that you did last week. If you're up to 70 or more, if you're just going crazy, we're going to go 2-minute ski recovery. If you're at 60, you're doing 90-second ski recovery. If you're at 50, you're at a 1-minute ski recovery. After that, continuing on with the bulletproofing work. So this is going to be, sorry, I lost my place. 3 sets, 25 or 20 calorie row, strict barbell shoulder press at your body weight. I said half body weight. I can't read my own handwriting, which is great. So strict barbell shoulder press at half your body weight, AMRAP -3. So when we say AMRAP -3, that means biggest set you can do -3. So if you feel like your max effort set is 15, so once you're getting to 10, 11, starting to feel the burn at 12, you're just like, I think I can maybe get to 15, then we're gonna stop at 12 or 13. So not an exact science, but big set, not a max set when we say AMRAP -3. Then it's going to be double dumbbell upright rows. So this should be kind of a lighter, moderate weight. So this is going to be kind of that sumo deadlift high pull position, but not a kipping motion, kind of like it is in the sumo deadlift high pull, building some shoulder strength there. And then hollow rocks, 20 to 30 seconds of those every round. After that, Fridays, continuing on with our classic Olympic weightlifting cycle, wave loading, triples, doubles, singles. This time up to 90 to 95% for our heaviest set on the minute. Still not a max out day, even though it says 90 to 95%. It also doesn't say 100+%, so still not working up to a 1 hour max, still just working on really quality movement under some heavy weight. Really focus on whatever your kind of technical goal is for the day, make that happen even at the heavy weight, 90-95% of your 1 hour max. Then our gut check workout is Granite Games workout. So if you watched the Granite Games thruster run workout, it's going to be not the exact one. That one was running and dumbbell thrusters. This is going to be from a previous year, so 2018 Granite Games, but it is going to be thrusters and running, but it's going to be with the barbell. So 18, 15, 12, 9, 6, 3 of thrusters at 135-95, 200-meter run in between sets. So 12-minute cap on that one. With this, we're looking for consistent work on the thrusters. Don't come out and hit like a max set of thrusters on the set of 18 and then just be blown up for the rest of the time. Be smart, think about kind of those middle rounds and maintaining a good pace on the run, keeping the rest periods short. 12-minute time cap is relatively aggressive. So make sure we're not losing time resting, make sure we're not losing time on really slothing it on the runs here. And then finally on Saturday, continuing along with our post-activation potentiation back squat work. So 4 sets, 5 back squats, 65 to 75% by feel. So this should be something where the concentric aspect, so the up portion of the squat is powerful. You're not getting really sticky on that. So not easy, but something that you can push pretty quickly up. And then 3 box jumps for max height. So those aren't rebounding. Those are just working on triple extension directly after the back squat and working on being explosive there. And then our partner workout, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10 handstand push-ups, 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, 4 minute, 5 minute accumulated sandbag bear hug holds. This is a partner workout. Split those reps however you would like. You're accumulating time with the sandbag holds. So you do 50 handstand push-ups, 1 minute bear hug holds, 40 handstand push-ups, 2, 30, 3, etc. So the handstand push-ups get easier, sandbag gets harder as you go. That's the RX version. The intermediate and family versions, slightly different reps if you're doing the intermediate. So we're going 30, 25, 20, 15, 10. Make sure that you're just scaling the handstand push-ups to something that's appropriate for you and your partner. Divide it by 2 and figure out, can I do 75 handstand push-ups in a workout, and go from there. And that's our training goals for the week.